All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Good Pickins Podcast, episode 35 million and a fourth.
And a
Uh,
fourth.
yeah, it's like Top Gun 33 and a third, baby. What you know about that? Welcome back from the dark side, Ray.
Yeah,
How was
thank you, thank you. It's good to be
how was
back,
it?
man. It's Vegas is never not a good time. I mean, I guess unless you like lose a bunch of money,
Right,
But we
right.
actually we didn't lose that much money, so like we stretched our dollar,
That's
quite a far ways. So
that's good.
yeah, no, ate super good. I mean, which Vegas is like one of the foodie capitals of
Hmm.
the country for sure. I mean, if you're not eating good there, you're doing something wrong.
Right,
But yeah, no, it was super good,
that's what's
relaxing.
up, man.
So yeah,
I saw some photos on the Instagram,
yep,
so it looked like you guys were having a blast.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Tim was definitely asking about you at the bins. Where's Ray at? Where's Ray at? And at first, I had forgotten that you went on your trip, and I was like, I don't know, maybe he'll be here later. And then later on that day, in the line for the second round, he was Tim was talking to some lady and her family behind uh me about YouTube and about us and about our channels. He's like, "Where's Ray at?" And I had seen your post by then, and I was like, "He's on his second honeymoon out in Vegas." I was like, "He's not going to be here. Sorry to let you down." You know what I mean? But I'm glad you guys had a good time, man.
Poor Tim.
Yeah,
No, he's
gotta
always
love
so
him.
funny. I mean, listen, he knows who the homies are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
he's very like charismatic in that way of just like Tim is good at making you feel good. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like he's very
Yeah.
personable, very charismatic. Like,
Yep.
yeah,
He talks to every single person in the line almost.
yeah.
He'll
Seriously,
be
like,
first in line and then end up last in line because he wants to
yeah,
talk to everybody.
yeah, yeah. Like I swear he should be like a preacher or a pastor or something because like he
Yeah.
has like all those qualities. Like
Yeah.
so
Definitely.
yeah.
Definitely. Let's
uh,
say what's up to the people. We got Jeff says special announcement. Ray at Good Game Grass will be providing punch and pie after the show after party.
hey,
Nice.
I am here for
And he's first.
it.
What's up, man? Hillary says she's here for the after party. Well, you got a little bit to go.
Yeah,
What's
we're
up,
only two
Jessica?
minutes in.
Yeah. Tall boys at the convenience store is my preferred method of buying drinks in Las Vegas. I can
Jeff,
see that.
that is not a lie because I mean, like New Orleans, dude, you got to take advantage of the fact that they allow open containers anywhere.
Hmm.
Like, I mean, I swear, like
I could see that.
there was more than one time when I first went for a bachelor party and like all the guys would be like buying drinks at the bar. I would try to find the nearest convenience store because like I'd be able to get, a tall boy for the
Mhm.
price that they bought a 12-ounce beer for or whatever. So
Yeah.
that's definitely a life hack for Las Vegas. If you drink, of course.
Yeah,
So
I'm super duper like in recovery. So even gambling, I'm like really, really badly addicted to it. So I'm talking about like thousands and thousands of dollars a day,
really,
like five to tens of thousands of dollars a day
dang.
gambling addiction. Yeah. So
I
I
thought
can't,
losing
yeah,
I was gonna say I thought losing like a couple hundred was bad.
bro, like there someday I have to sit down and like tell you my like legit testimony, man. And like
Okay.
what the old Marcus, like who I didn't even used to go by Marcus. My name used to be Face. Like I was a whole
Okay.
street personified. Like I was not the guy you know today. So lots of stories to tell, man.
Okay.
Hillary says, "Hey Marcus, you have a better eye than Ray at the bins. The case you tossed at him was actually a banger, and he brushed it off. I wasn't there.
What are you talking about?
That wasn't me in the
Oh,
video.
oh no, Mark, not Marcus.
Yeah,
Mark.
right. And
So
that I did comment on that trapper keeper on your video. I found a vintage trapper keeper, like the ones that had like the folders inside with like the planets and constellations all loud and like funky and stuff from back in the 90s. I found one of those and it sold for like $80. So if you'd have had one of those, it would have been a banger.
oh,
But
I
you had
know.
like a meat 5-star looking thingy.
The comment section on one of my videos when I passed one of those up, man, was
Yeah.
they were not happy with me. But to
Yeah.
go back to what Hillary was saying, I had a funny feeling that those paint swatches were for some reason valuable.
Yeah.
So I mean, let me know, Hillary.
You had like the funniest little chuckle, like, "Oh, what are these? Oh, they're paint swatches." Like you're
Wait,
so
so they
let down.
weren't paint swatches? I'm so interested now. Like
I don't know. I thought that's what they were. I don't know.
yeah, that's I thought that was like a little traveling case, like that salesman or something would carry around,
Door to door salesman. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So,
Major Hustle says, "What's up, guys? Found a new plug today. What'd you get, man? Did you get some more
ooh,
patio lawn furniture? What's up, Nita? How you doing?
Nita, hello.
Travis George, what's going on? She said, oh my bad. I thought you said Marcus threw the case at you. You still messed up though. Those were not paint swatches. So what were they then? Dallas Urban Resales. I like that. It's on and popping. Yeah, it most certainly is. What does Paul Cantu say? It most assuredly is. Hey J6, how you doing, bro? He says, anyone else get held today? I'm in SoCal. No, but we got some significant rain here though.
Yeah, we
Today and
definitely got
yesterday.
yeah, we got some good rain. I saw that like soon as we left Las Vegas pretty much they were getting like sleet and like snow basically. And
Mhm.
that's like crazy for them. So,
She
yeah.
said there were Pantone color guides. A full set of them sold an auction on eBay for about $100. Oh, that
Man, see,
that stinks.
like
Hey,
you can't win them
you
all.
know for next time though, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Add that to the Rolodex.
Yes. Thanks for educating us, Hillary.
Right. Cat H says, "Hey, good people, checking in from Motown, listing and listening. Hey, can't go
Say
wrong with
that.
that.
Say that 5 times fast.
Right. Dana, my guy, what's going on, bro? How are you?
What's up,
Hope
Dana?
all is going well. How is your real estate venture popping off, man? Is it bubbling yet or what? Let's see here. We got he said I got kid shoes, women's shoes, and a lot of toys. Okay, nice. That's what's up, man. James, my guy, what up? What up? How you doing, bro? Hope all is well with you.
Hello,
Uh
Mr. James.
I've watched like four of James's videos today and then was watching his work with me video while listing earlier.
Nice.
Uh yeah.
Nice.
Travis, what's up? What's up? Tiffany, what's going on? I finally made it on time. Hey, y'all. Hey, one of
Proud
these
of you.
days is bound to happen. You
Yeah.
you do this every week. Is you're bound to show up on time for one of them. We got a snowstorm in New Hampshire yesterday with bonus water main bursting on my street because of the cold temps. Dang, that stinks.
Dude, that's kind of this that yeah, that's serious.
They had trees that blew down right around the corner from my house, far enough away to where the power lines that got knocked down didn't take out my power, but you know more in the way enough to where the detour got annoying.
Yeah.
Because every time I left the house, I had to drive around a detour.
That
Travis said
does suck.
Michigan here too about to do the same. Listing myself. That's what's up. Listen while listing. Listing list.
Listening.
Yeah,
Listing.
that thing. I wasn't first to comment, but I was first to hit the thumbs up. Hey, that's what's up. John Jarvis, that's a new name. We watch you working hard. Hope to see you having fun at some point. This is me having fun right now. So your lucky day.
Man, don't let Marcus lie to you. I'm gonna have him on a beach, with like a Mai Tai soon enough, or something like that,
Man, I definitely have a lot of fun, especially when I'm going sourcing. That's fun too. But you guys don't get to see the fun of it because usually I'm picking the stuff up with. I don't know, man. It's just so difficult filming, trying to make sure that I get everything in a competitive environment.
Oh no, that's for sure. Speaking of competitive environments, the bins in Las Vegas
Yeah,
was another breed, man. It
I
really
already know,
was.
man.
It really
Seen the
was, bro.
videos,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
apparently, so you said you weren't able to film, so
yeah.
that's
Like
how it was when I went to Nashville.
bro, I like we were off to the side, and like I
Mhm.
had my camera like closer to my hip,
Dang,
right? So like I wasn't even like,
and
you
they
know,
scoped you out, huh?
oh, bro, there was like some young. First of all, let me just talk about these younger kids that are there. They're
Yeah,
like little tattletales, bro. They're like
of
little
course.
kids ready to tell the teacher. So this kid like is like basically kind of like slow jogging by us. I don't know for what reason, maybe to like get a bin or something or whatever he was
Mhm.
doing. But he like yelled out like no filming like as he was like slowly jogging by. And so then like not only like maybe 5 minutes later, not even 3 minutes later, over the intercom, there is no filming in the building, blah, blah, blah. And then the manager even came by and went up to Zesty and was like, there's no filming in here. Like, not even talking to me, like just talking to her. I don't know. It was, oh, man, it was.
I don't know how Carrie from American Arbitrage films in there all the time then.
I mean, I guess there's probably ways to be even more discreet than we were.
Is that the only one?
So, is that the only Bins location?
Yeah.
I think there used to be 2. They closed down the other one, I think. So yeah, that is the only one. But like the back and forth, like quick paced nature of everything and like how small it is, it's chaos in there, bro. Like it is. Yeah. It made me
makes
like
you appreciate our Bins, huh?
Oh man, I woke up today because like I was even talking about this in the Discord. Shameless Discord plug, by the way. Join for free.
Link in description.
I was just thinking about the fact that I was having some thoughts last night as I was going to bed, as just reflecting on the day, and I'm like, man, I'm so happy that I get to wake up in the morning and go to the Bins and go sourcing and not go to my crappy, food service job that I was at for 10 years.
Yeah,
because that's always a feeling of dread after especially when you're on vacation for 5 days, a week, more than a week, it's like, dude, you get comfy, and it's, but it's like, dude, I felt great about not only going back to what my job is as a reseller, but also the fact that, yes, our Bins are way more better. Chill, I prefer having 2 rotations a day versus the hectic nature of having rotations every 30 minutes or whatever it was, 45 minutes or whatever it was. So and the space,
So JD says, what's up, guys? Happy to finally make a live. My sales have been going nuts lately. Anyone else's? Today they're actually pretty good. Yesterday and the day before were not horrible. They were instead of doing the normal 30, I only did 20. I did 22 yesterday. Couldn't find one of them today while I was shipping. It was either it was a duplicate error on my end or eBay relisted another item that it sold. Oddly enough, it sold in February of last year, but resold again. It was relisted again in July of last year. So how does it go? Months?
I want to know the same thing because I know you and I have talked about this before, even off the podcast, but I swear up and down that has happened to me, and I had to file item not item loss. I swear up and down I've sold that item.
Well, it happened to me last week too, but the buyer messaged me back before I got done shipping, and so I canceled the order. But this time the buyer has not, they haven't answered me yet, and I've messaged them 5 times. So we got until 9:59, but I'm gonna have to pull the old trick that I told you about,
right,
and make something happen because I can't let that happen.
Dude. Yeah, man, that's
so
sucks.
Dana says I've been slacking. Did go out and source and film today. Yeah, I saw your video. Sal's Mercado, what's going on, man? How you doing? Heavy hello. That's what's up. Listing while listening. Yeah, hashtag. Ben's in Phoenix, no filming, and it's a war zone. They'll beat you up and kick you out. Dang. Not only do they kick you out, but they put hands on you.
See, I wasn't under the mindset of these people want to fight if they catch me filming. It was more just these kids, these young kids were just tattletales, bro. They were just little snitches.
Speaking of young kids,
I don't know.
Hillary says young kids be ruining everything. Hashtag off of my lawn.
Bro,
you gotta be that angry.
Yeah, you gotta.
Kids, get off of my lawn.
You gotta shake your cane a couple times,
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, try to run them over on your electric scooter,
Yeah, with your little tiny horn.
Yeah. Try to kick the soccer ball down the sewer,
Jessica says she's so excited to go to the Vegas Bends in April. We're driving instead of flying so we can bring more home. Carrie and Dawn are killing it there. Yeah, they definitely are.
Yeah, I watched a couple of their videos. And
they kill it regardless, though.
Yeah, I will say that even though there was a bunch of, like Zessie and I tried to do clothing and GM, and I wish we would have just stuck to clothing. But even though there was a lot of competition, we still found good stuff, mainly clothing. We should be getting the package here from Sonny any day now.
Yeah, that's so cool of Sonny to
dude,
mail that back for you guys like that.
He was literally
Sonny's
the
a
best.
solid dude, man.
He is more than solid, if that is even possible. He was super awesome, just willing to drive us where we needed to go and just showed us around and was super hospitable, and it was great.
That's what's up, dude.
It was great. I cannot wait to return the favor to him if and when he and his wife come to St. Louis.
Yeah.
Definitely have to get you up here too, and we'll all have to do a little filming together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do a little episode. Yeah, it'd be fun.
Good, great, fabulous says, LOL, I live in Las Vegas and go to the bins all the time. The regulars know when newbies are there and they can be a bit protective. I could see that. We can always tell when there's someone that's never been in our bins before either, so.
I don't know. I don't pay them any mind, really. Like
I kind of, look at who's there all the time, and I notice when it's someone that although there's quite a bit of people that I never see, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can't always tell who's like never been there before, but I know if I don't see you there all the time, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I will say I know the regulars, but like anybody who I know that is not regular, I'm like, you're just another person.
Yeah, I'm not really like protective over it. I don't.
Yeah.
If anything, I just try to stick to myself, man, and just do my thing. Because usually, man, like I'm telling you guys, man, getting 300 pieces in one day is not an easy task.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, it's so challenging. So I don't really have time to be like worried about what somebody else is doing in there. So I mean,
that's I'm right there with you. Like I'm not even trying to get 300 pieces a day, but like I'm just keeping my nose down, doing my thing. Like I'm gonna say what's up to the couple regulars that I mess with, but other than that, like I'm just But to expand on what Good Great Fabulous said though, like I felt honestly because I guess that this was a manager, she was a manager, but they were like screaming all the time. It's just like people putting their carts in the wrong spot, like don't block the exit door, just like all this, just yelling, just constant yelling, and I'm just like, I feel
that
like
sounds like the Houston Bins.
I feel like this is like these are like children of like a mom that's like abusive. Like I don't know. It was just it was very just like I don't know. I couldn't handle that. If that were my home bins, like I would either fight to like not have it like that. I'd be like that. I don't know. I just don't know. But I'm just so thankful that our bins are way different. Way different. So
Jeff says the JFJ Easy Repair is working great. Definitely glad I picked it up. That's what's up, man.
Nice,
glad
man.
That, it's going good for you.
Yeah, I'm glad the JFJ is working out.
Man. What's good, man?
He's the man.
He says my son recently got into Yu-Gi-Oh! I played as a kid. I didn't get the Dark Magician shoes, but I'm sniping and reselling cards now too. That's what's up, bro. Hey, at least you still get a dub one way though. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Although you didn't get the sneakers.
The shoes were tight though. That was a really cool. I
was
wasn't a Yu-Gi-Oh guy, but I was into Pokemon back in middle school.
Yeah.
Still am kind of, I guess.
Good, great, fabulous says they snitch when they don't know you, but once they know you, they let stuff slide. Okay, that makes sense.
Maybe that's where Carrie and Dawn, that's that's where they
that's probably how they get it off.
Yeah.
How often you go into the bins? So I go once a week, but Ray lives like 15 minutes from the bin, so he can go whenever he wants.
I mean, I don't go as often as people probably think I do.
Yeah.
I mean, it just depends.
Like twice a week sometimes.
I mean, most of the time, twice a week. But it depends. Like, let's see, last week, the week before I left for Vegas, I knew that the media was going to be hot because that was like the rumor that was going around is that they had just a ton of media. So like Tuesday was insane. Wednesday was insane. I was like, well, I got to go Thursday. Yeah. So I went Thursday. I probably would have gone Friday had I not left for vacation that day.
Right.
So, I mean, it's just, it kind of also depends. Yeah. Like if I'm feeling like it's good, like things are on fire, then yeah.
Hmm.
So
So how much of that media stuff have you gotten listed so far?
a lot was for booth, but pretty much
Okay,
everything already.
that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. I mean the thing that's nice about media is it's so quick, easy, like to list,
Yeah,
and that's kind of why I like doing media a lot. Like it's just
right. I
it's
get it.
it's
Trust me.
so easy, like versus some of the hard goods that I have to like
Yeah.
test and maybe do a little bit more research on or whatever,
Hmm.
buy a part
Yeah,
for, to
you could
fix
throw
it.
those. You could throw those up real quick. Scan the
Yeah,
barcode. Most of the info's already
yeah,
ready to go.
yeah. Like if and, if it's, especially if it's like case and manual, or like manual only,
Hmm.
case only, like games and stuff
Yeah,
like that. Oh yeah, I mean it's 3 pictures done. So
yeah. Travis says, anyone in here been to the Benz in Flint or Grand Rapids, Michigan? I have not been to either one of those. I've seen videos of the Grand Rapids one on Hustlin' and Hooks channel way back, like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. But I've never been there to those. I don't know if anyone in the chat has been there.
yeah, I
Sold
haven't
some
I haven't been to those
Faded
either.
Glory cargo shorts. Let's go.
Nice. Which, considering that is your nemesis brand.
I mean, I'll tell you what, man. I'm open to admitting that I've changed my mind on the brand in some aspects. If I never would have got that bulk buyout of Faded Glory and find out that people actually buy Faded Glory, not just all Faded Glory, but some Faded Glory, mostly vintage, discontinued Faded Glory, but cargo camouflage shorts kind of sell well in any, doesn't matter who makes it. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Because there's a demographic that likes camouflage. You know what I mean? So that's what that was. I'm not gonna just go picking up all Faded Glory. You know what I
Right.
mean? But if
Right.
I'm in the bins and I see a pair of cargo shorts on, I'll grab them. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
For
Especially
sure.
now since it's warming up. Uh, easy flip. What's up, Jimmy? How you doing? Paul says I am late but made it. Better late than never,
I
my
mean,
guy.
you're not that late. I'm gonna excuse you
Yeah.
this time, okay, Paul?
Man, I'd excuse you if you came in 59 minutes in. You showed up. That's all that matters.
Well, Marcus is a lot nicer than I am, apparently.
Well,
So
I mean, sometimes I don't make it to anything, man. I'm a lot busy, a lot busier than I used to be. So I can't watch even a fourth of the YouTube channels I'm subscribed to.
sure, I get that.
My home Benz is very much like that, right outside of Detroit. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think the most northern bins that I've been to was
Mm,
somewhere probably Indianapolis, I guess.
yeah.
And that's not even that north. That's
I want to
Midwest.
go to
So
I want to go to the Gary, Indiana location. I
me
want to
too,
go
man.
there. I heard they
I'm
got a
in.
lot of clothes.
I'm in, bro.
Yeah, I want to go. I want to go within the next couple of maybe the next month or two
Okay.
maximum.
Okay. I'm in.
Uh, Hillary says, I witnessed the stuff at the bins going on a bit of a power trip once, but he chilled out. The staff, but he chilled out when I started responding to him by yelling, "Sir, yes, sir," across the room. I can definitely see you doing that.
Bro, that's
Hillary's,
I love
she's got
that.
that smart mouth. Yeah,
I love that.
can't tame her. I don't do clothing, but wondering if it's worth still checking out my bins for other potential inventory. Absolutely. Have you
Yeah.
watched any of Ray's videos, man?
I mean,
If you are wondering, just look at Good Game Grabs videos. He does everything but clothing.
well, I mean
Although he
it's
does
it's
do clothing
it's
too.
it is yeah, it's been like, if you watch some of the earlier videos, I would never ever touch clothing. Like,
Yeah,
run away from it. But
yeah,
like the progression that the channel has made, and myself as a reseller, like
mhm,
it is, I think it is very important to maximize your time at the bins.
yeah,
Like, even if you only do media, like, you should at least do yourself a favor and like lightly peruse
yeah,
another category. You really
yep,
should. And I know it sucks because you do have to add some more like knowledge to your bank of in your brain, but
mm.
I mean, you could be passing up on stuff and it's just sitting right there because other people pass it up. So,
Or you could be like me and started out in everything seller, and then you're like, let me just niche down to one
well,
category.
it's hard to peruse other categories when you're picking 300 clothing
Yeah,
items in a day,
right.
So,
Well, could you
I mean,
imagine me trying to get 300 of everything, random everything
yeah,
items?
right.
I mean, I
Right.
guess I could just go get all media and be like easy peasy,
Yeah.
but it
Yeah.
wouldn't all be bangers or like worth it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Ping G, what's going on? How you doing? There's
What's up,
Tim.
Ping?
We was talking about you earlier.
Hey.
My heroes online, rock on. Yeah, man, we was talking about you earlier, bro. Good to see you, my
It's
guy.
like we summoned him.
Yeah, he must have got that notification. Tell your
Right.
wife we said hi, Tim.
Yep.
My Benz is 20 minutes away, and I go like twice a year because it's so nuts. Yeah, I could see that, man. Dude, like at first the Benz was a little bit on the overwhelming side to me, but then I was like, you know what, man, I just gotta get with it. And then I started going, and I was just like, hey, like this is where it's at.
Yeah, I don't think I ever thought that the bins were intimidating. I was excited. Like I was ready to get in there. Like
I
I
was
don't
never
know.
intimidated by it, but I thought it was like filthy and disgusting compared to like
Oh, okay.
going
Yeah.
and like flipping through the racks. I was like, this is just I gotta dig and touch
I,
all this gross stuff and
I know where
like,
you're coming from because like I remember other people, like friends of mine, talking
mhm,
about the bins and they made it seem like the bins were absolutely like filthy and nasty. Like
mhm,
every item that you would pick was just covered
yeah,
in like trash juice or something.
yeah,
Like, and
yeah.
that's not the case.
It's
Like,
not it.
so after my first trip to the bins, needless to say, I was just like absolutely addicted. Like,
Yeah,
but I do wonder like if my opinion of the bins would have changed if my first experience was a place like Las Vegas,
yeah,
where it is a lot more hectic and just
yeah.
super competitive and just I
That's
mean,
one of the things that I hear a lot of people say, especially like in the reseller Nirvana mentorship. Everybody that chooses the racks over the bins, they're like, I tried the bins and it's disgusting. It's so competitive. I don't know what I'm looking for. Like they don't really have like a procedure down. You know what I mean? They're like, I'd just rather go to the racks. It's all arranged for me nice and neat on the racks and I can just flip through and it's clean and real easy. There's not a lot of competition and I can understand both sides of it. From
oh
a guy
yeah,
that's done it all before, done all that, I still prefer going to the bins because number one, I can get a lot of stuff for a lot cheaper price. I might not be able to get like all types of higher end stuff, but I can get a lot of stuff still that will sell and will. I mean, volume still it's still a viable method, and a lot of people with the prices going the way that they are in thrifts are making the switch over to the bins and they're having success with it. Like a guy posted a Patagonia Cinchilla Snap pullover the other day. Those go for like $100 almost, depending on the
right,
pattern. If it's like a really loud pattern, you can get up to $200 for them. Found it in the bins, first trip there. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's like you just gotta. Well, I say that to say I choose the bins over any other method, and I started out with Amazon bins, Amazon return bins, and like that was a madhouse. Like worse than any other bin store I've ever been to was the Amazon bin store because that's like people will run you over like they did for the Tickle Me Elmos back in the '90s. You know what I mean? Like you're getting trampled by carts and like foot and heel prints all in your face, like. But I
right.
did see some lady with her kid like crawling around in the bins like the ball pit at McDonald's, and I was like, that's kind of get your baby out of there."
Oh no, oh no, dude,
Yeah,
that's big cringe right there.
yeah. It was like Donald. It was like Scrooge McDuck swimming through his money bank, like just like swimming through the clothes, and it's just like, oh, get out of there.
Oh no.
Jeff says maybe it's just me, but has anyone else noticed the day after a holiday the bins seem like it's not a fresh restock? I don't know, man.
I don't know. Yeah,
Most of the time the holidays are on a Monday and I go on a Monday, so I don't know.
yeah,
What's up,
I don't
Kristen?
feel like I've seen the or felt that. What's up, Kristen?
Paul says 7 kids, man. Sports keep me busy. I can dig it, man.
Whew.
Surprised you got any time to be on here
I
right now.
that's you know what I'm saying? The kids must be asleep at this point,
Yeah.
you
That makes
know?
us that makes us appreciate it even more, Paul.
Like, "Hey, keep it down in there. Marcus
Yeah.
and Ray are on."
Yeah, I'm trying to interact.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, Travis says he does well with thrifts and retail arbitrage. So
I will say this. the thrifts in St. Louis, the regular thrift stores here, probably aren't. They don't have as quality of stuff as some other cities do. That's all I'm gonna say.
I
Like,
think it depends on where you go. Like if
that
you're
too.
going to like the ones in the city, not so much. But if you're going to like the county,
West
you're gonna
County,
find a
yeah,
little bit better stuff. You know what I mean?
that's
But
true.
that's
That's
just
true.
based on the demographic of the people that are donating it.
No,
You know?
that is very true. But still, I
So
think overall as a city, like
yeah,
some other cities do have like better regular thrift stores.
yeah.
At least that's what I see through other creators. Like
So
you know,
there's down here where I'm at, there's two Goodwills. There's the one in the city where I live at, which I mean they get okay stuff, but they overprice everything. And then
sure,
there's one 40 minutes away from me that gets pretty decent stuff like Patagonia, like North Face, things like that. Every time I've gone out there, I've gotten really good stuff in a decent amount, but I always got to pay I got to pay like $15-$20 for a Patagonia pullover, which in the grand scheme of things is worth it. But do I want to pay $20 for this Patagonia when I could just go to the bins and get a Patagonia for $1.40? You know what I
well,
mean?
sure. Or on the reverse side is, should I just get 7 shirts that are $7 each, and they all cost me 50 cents, right? Like,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Right.
Like,
Right. Exactly. So, and that's where I would literally just rather do the volume model and not be like, because I only have a handful of options. I don't have 50 thrift stores to go cherry pick the
that too.
most pristine like items from. So I got to go where I can and get all of my stuff in one whop. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
I would be going to the thrift store for a week trying to get
sure.
300 items and never get any listing done because I'd have to do the whole day spending my time thrifting.
Sure.
Yeah, I
I mean,
mean,
there's that, and there's also like how many thrift stores are even just in St. Louis. So like there aren't as many concentrated, thrift stores even in West County in St. Louis.
yeah,
Whereas like Denver, Phoenix, LA, you have so
so
many
many
regular
like
thrift stores. Like
dense
yeah,
population,
yeah.
dense.
It's just there's so many of them. So like you can even hit a small amount and not spend or hit a decent amount and not spend a lot of time driving.
Yeah,
Whereas in St. Louis, you're gonna
you got to
spend
drive 20 minutes to get to the
half,
next thrift.
yeah, half your day or
Yeah.
more just driving around to the different thrifts.
So, okay, here's an example, right? Um, Way back, I want to say about May or June of 2021, when I was doing those thrift challenges with Flip the World and Paul Philly Flipper and Dana Invest. And I was trying to do, I think I was doing 10 a day or either 15 a day. I
Yeah.
drove to the bins, hit the bins, and on the way there, I stopped at the thrift stores that were from Cape. I stopped in Perryville. From Perryville, I went to Festus. Then from
Okay.
Festus, I went to Arnold and went to the Goodwill there. And then from Arnold Goodwill, I stopped at the one off Bayless.
Yep.
From
Yep.
Bayless, I went to the bins. And then after I left the bins, I went to St. Vincent de Paul. And then from there, I got back on the highway and started heading back towards Cape and hit the same thrift stores on the way back. And by the time I got home, I only had like 50 or 60, I think 70 items max.
Yeah.
50 or 60 pairs of shoes and 20 or so clothing items. Because at that time, I was mainly focusing on shoes and jeans. And that was spending the whole day hitting up mainly thrifts. And I was
Right.
like, this just isn't worth it, man. I could just either pour all my efforts into the bins and not do shoes. And then that's when you guys start seeing my content hit the bins all the time. And at first I was picking up all jeans and then that would just weighed a lot. So I wasn't getting as many items as I could, only focusing on jeans. So I start switching it up. Now I get a lot of more like light pants, tops, things like that. And I maximize my trips by not only buying jeans, because you gotta think every pair of jeans pretty much weighs over a pound.
Right.
Maybe small women's jeans weigh like right at a pound or like under first class. So
Right.
my binge trips weren't being maximized. Now I'm spending like $400 on like 300 items.
Right. Right.
So
Yeah. I mean,
strategy.
you were efficient. You refined your process. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kristen says, if you're going to Gary, I want to go. We'll get the details ironed
Yo,
out, and we'll
just
make this happen.
come pick up Marcus, travel
Yeah,
north, come pick me and Zesty up, and
right.
let's go. Let's
Let's
keep
do
going
it.
north. Yeah, I'm in. I'm
Paul
in.
says Gary's rough. I've been through there a few times, and I hear a lot of different things about it. There's a older lady in my reseller Nirvana group, and if she can handle it, then I'm pretty sure that I can handle it.
Bro, yeah. I like yeah. I'll
Uh,
thrift anywhere. I don't even care.
Ben says thrift stores are 90% clothing, so it's the easiest category to source consistently and scale. That's the truth everywhere.
Yep.
Yep. Hillary says definitely an abundance of clothing. I've had two bins 45 minutes away. Thankful, blessed. You really just find bread and butter pretty much. I go once or twice a week, stay like 6 hours at a time. Well, I mean, you're not only finding bread and butter, staying there 6 hours a day, going twice a week. You're finding some really good items along with those bread and butter items. Like, there's no way you're not finding $50, $60 items.
Yeah,
Because
6 hours is like a good chunk. So
yeah, I go to the bins 6 hours. In theory, I go to the bins. We're open 3 hours, two times in a day, right?
right.
And I stay the whole time, and I find 300 items. Most of the times, I hit the 300 mark. Sometimes I'm a little over. Sometimes I'm like 30 less even. But I always find at least four or five $50 items and a lot of $30 items. But the bulk of them are like $10 to $15 items, though.
Right.
Reseller grievance. I do not like how the Salvation Army thrifts group clothing by color.
I actually
They
like
don't
it.
do that at ours, do they?
Yeah, they do. The one at least the one
By the
by the
bins.
bins does, yeah.
I didn't notice that. I just noticed that they grouped it by a category, like jeans with jeans, pants with
Yeah.
pants, shorts with shorts. I didn't
Well,
really
they
pay
they do
attention
the
to the fact that it was color.
I mean, they do the shirts anyway by color.
Yeah, I
So,
guess
yeah. But yeah, I
that's
mean
just how oblivious I am.
I don't know. I like it, Jeff, so I don't know.
What's up, Jamila? Yeah, I don't mind anything like that. Do you
Yeah.
still go to regular stores or just bins? Me personally, I only go to the bins. I'm sure that's what you do too, Ray, right?
I mean, the only reason I go to a regular thrift store is if I haven't been in a very long time or it's
Yeah.
convenient. And the convenient one is right, there's a St. Vincent right by my post office. So I do go to that every day but Sunday.
Okay.
Every day.
So Clifton says the bins has become my number one source by far. Some days you strike out, other days you find gems. Yeah. The thing about the bins, man, is it's more of a um the more you go, the more you'll strike. You know what I mean, or
Yeah.
whatever. The more you'll get a home run.
Yep.
Um, if you don't go, obviously, you can't let the one or two times in a month or even a year you go be the determining factor of if you think the bins are a good model or not. If you go three times, four times in a weekend, you don't find anything good, maybe that binge just isn't a good location. And that is possible some places. Like the demographic just isn't donating very good stuff that goes there. But most bins get donations and liquidation from all the stores, like in the surrounding districts. So, like, I know when I'm at our bins, I see tags on clothing that's from Granite City bins,
Yep.
Webster Groves bin or Webster
Yep.
Groves Goodwills, from the Brentwood Goodwill. I see stuff from Cape Girardeau sometimes.
Oh
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Rural
So
Missouri.
it's
Yeah.
going from all over our within probably 100-mile radius of St. Louis. And all
Probably.
those clothes are going to the bins. So we find a lot of great stuff at our bins, but um, rural Arkansas may not be like the best place to go to the bins at. You just never know. I'm not sure. Uh, the Salvation Army in Ladue is good. Anything in Ladue is good.
Hey,
It's
hold on.
just
You got to stick your pinky out when you say
right,
Ladue.
right.
That's how
It's just a bougie. It's a
it is the
$1 million homes, man.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, bro.
They're giving away
Oh
all
yeah.
that stuff.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Flip Don't Flop said, I used to almost exclusively shop at the bins when I sold clothes. Now I just sell shoes. Most shoes are just too damaged at the bins. At least they are here in Cincinnati. It's like that too here. And then every bins you go to, I'm 100% certain because all the ones I've been to, the shoe section is the most competitive. Then it's the
100%.
clothing, and then it's the rest of. So it goes like shoes are the hardest to get, and then clothing is the second. most competitive. But yeah, you're right. There is a lot of damaged pairs, or either like if it's good, you can't find the mate to it or whatever. But
Yeah.
then you'll find shoes that are good structurally sometimes, but you'd have to do a pretty good cleaning on them. You know what I mean, to get them to be in tip top shape, and that's one of the things that stopped me from buying shoes at the bins. Yeah, they're super cheap, and you might find the rare crispy pair that you don't need to do anything with. But for the most part, you got to put in a good 6, 7 minutes per pair, and especially if you're doing like 30, 40 pairs a day, that all that time adds up. And I literally want to just throw stuff in the washing machine and just keep it moving. So you find what works for you. For me, if I was doing shoes still, I'd be going to the racks too to pick them up. Which is why when my brother got removed from the shoe section at the thrift store because he got promoted over the store, uh, he was no longer like sorting stuff in the back, so he couldn't cherry pick me shoes anymore. And I was like, just don't. I don't even want any shoes anymore. If you're not getting me like good quality shoes, I don't even want to list them anymore. So that's why I
Bro,
haven't listed shoes anymore.
can he like just stop, like just start doing his job really badly so they demote him back into the shoe section?
Nah, it's gotten to the point now to where I wouldn't even want to list him even if he did get back in the position to get them for me. You know what I
That's
mean?
fair. That's
Like
fair.
I've got like 40 hats over there, and like some of them are 50, $60 hats, and I haven't even listed those just because I don't.
I'll be
I
by.
if it doesn't fit on my board over there, man, I'm not really trying to list it, man, because it's
I'll
just a whole separate process.
let me get those real quick. All right.
I mean, I'm gonna keep them, for a
I'm
rough
gonna
day.
keep.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Okay.
But it's just gonna have to be like a James listing day where I go in and list like 100 hats. You know what I mean? And
Right.
just be
Right.
like, I'm gonna just knock these out. But
Right.
it's gonna be a little while before I get them up.
Okay. Okay. I'm
Uh,
gonna hold you to that.
yeah. Parenting secret. The only way I get to listen to the live stream is with noise canceling headphones.
That makes
I
sense.
can believe that. I found my highest dollar items from the bins because most of it's non-filtered through. It's directly donated. Okay, that's cool.
You
Ours is
can
filtered through.
you can say that again. I found my highest items there too.
What's up, Cheryl? Yeah, me too. Besides like hype sneakers that I bought for a lot of money to begin with.
Right.
Today, I first grabbed a shirt that had $4 cash in the pocket. Then I found a
Woo.
Nike Japan collaboration bomber jacket, probably worth 100. Nice. Gotta love the
Hey,
bands, man.
bro. I bet that jacket's worth even more than 100. Honestly,
Yeah, yeah,
that sounds pretty
definitely.
dope.
Nike Japan collection. That's
Yeah.
collaboration. That's
Yeah.
like 150, two hundred
That's
dollars, man.
yeah. Nice
Probably.
like bomber, dude. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
I'm
I
thinking.
can't specify for sure without seeing it, but the Nike Japan is like definitely it's the more rarer of Nike vintage to find. What's up, Christopher? How you doing?
What's up, Christopher?
Let's see. Not only can you find bread and butter items at the bins, but most times I find Bolo brands to flip for over $40. So I guess it all depends. Yeah, I know Kristen. She knocks it out the park at the bins. She's
Bro,
always finding $100 items almost every time she goes.
I feel like Kristen always knows a bolo. Like she
Yeah.
always she
Well, you gotta understand she's got that knowledge on us, man. She's been doing this for 20, 25 years.
yeah,
So
yeah,
she knows she's got the game. She's straight got
yeah.
the sauce, man. She needs to put out a what's it called? A guide, like
Yeah.
PDF guide.
Right, right.
She says, I'm with you guys, one stop shop, bins, but I find good shoes in STL, not like the shoes in Denver, but still good. Yeah, I'm actually surprised how good you do on the shoes, considering how competitive it is at our bins.
Yeah.
Would you consider something like a closet cleanout service for people that would do a sell or just donate that don't want to hassle with it all, but you pick it up and go through it, list or donate? Yeah, I actually would do that, and I've put ads out for that. It just hasn't. No one's bitten on it yet. I guess I didn't word it like that though, to where I was like, "I'll come get your stuff." You know what I mean? But I was like, if you got stuff you're gonna donate, I'll come get it. You know what I mean? Or I'll buy it. And I got a couple of deals that way, but there's a lot of money to be made, especially in junk removal, because they usually have to pay you to come pick it up, and then it's just like you're getting paid to source.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they're paying
Exactly.
you to get inventory. So
Right. And I kind of like that you're wording it that way though, like a closet clean out. That's better than just like, hey, we're junk removal. Like,
Yeah,
so I kind of like the approach, but yeah, like Marcus was saying, like it's been done by other resellers, what you're saying
it's
basically.
Ray
So
Pros.
it would definitely not hurt to do it. So
Yeah, I know Bo was promoting a recycling company. They call it something something recycle. And pretty
okay,
much what you do is you hit them up if you live in the immediate area where he lives, and you're like, hey, I got these clothes. Can you come pick them up? And you sit them outside, and they come pick it up, and
gotcha.
that's they're recycling it or whatever they're doing to upcycle it, to keep it out of the landfill. And I mean, who knows what they're doing with it, but that's a free way
Sure.
to get inventory for them.
Oh
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
100%, one hundred
Yeah.
percent.
So lots of ways to get inventory out there. Just gotta put in the footwork or make the calls or do the necessary
Yeah,
tasks that's
advertisements,
required.
yeah, or
Yeah.
whatever.
Elizabeth says, I live 10 minutes from the Gary Bends. If you do end up coming up, definitely come Monday through Thursday. Okay. So no weekends.
No weekends. Okay,
Come
noted.
on up to Michigan. Let's do a meetup.
I like
Uh,
Michigan.
I'll probably end up going to, I don't know which one's closer, actually. I have to see which one's closer.
Gary's gonna be closer.
Okay, that'd be the
Yeah,
first one I go to then. She said
yeah.
Friday rotations are slow. Hmm.
Okay.
I'm the type of guy that goes through a bend all the way anyway, so I mean, a rotation being slow wouldn't really affect me too much. I would just go through every bend that's there
Yeah, same.
thoroughly.
Yeah.
If you're going to Gary, then come on to Indy. We have 3 or 4 bins here. Yeah, that's on the agenda too. I
Yeah.
probably wouldn't do it all in the same trip because I wouldn't have the room. You guys seen my car, right? Like it's not big at all. It's definitely a putt putt. Uh,
Yeah, Indy's dope though.
yeah,
The one location I went to was cool.
I agree that often it is direct to bins. There's no way some of these items will last in the stores. Oh yeah, definitely. There's so many donations getting donated. Like, have you guys ever looked in the back of any Goodwill ever? Dude, I've been getting this. That tone has been my offers lately, and I don't like it.
I think that's the default tone.
No, it's
No,
not. But that's
it's
an
not.
offer. Every
Oh,
time I hear that noise, it's either a return request or a message from a buyer. So it like gives me like heart palpitations. But now it's been offers. Like so,
okay.
like yeah, I don't know what happened. It just switched over on its own like 2 days ago. But I'm gonna accept that offer.
They're just messing with Marcus.
Man, they don't know what to do with me, man. Let's see. 719 resells. I caught a live. What's up? What's up from snowy Colorado, man? It's probably beautiful there when it snows, though,
Oh,
man.
dude,
What's
it
going on?
absolutely is. It absolutely. I love Colorado.
Jay Redster, what's going on, man?
What's up?
Discord brethren.
Yes.
Hey, Marcus and Ray, how you both doing? We're doing fantastic,
Yep. Yep.
like Flanders.
Yes.
Hmm. Clothing is very competitive, but everyone has a different niche. I buy what most others consider garbage. Me too.
Also
Don't
facts.
tell don't tell nobody.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not
Right.
people are like all at the bins and they're like, yeah, they're walking around with their little tiny stack of like four or
Right.
five items. And I'm like, I got this whole cart over here of stuff you guys wouldn't even blink twice at. And I'm like, yeah,
Right.
thanks. If you guys make your $200 or $300, a month, I'm gonna try and make thousands over here off this.
Right.
You know, I mean, to each their own. You know what I mean? Like I can understand because they get pure enjoyment and like it's like the art of the hunt and the
Yeah.
appreciation for the garments, the whole culture. You know what I mean? But for me, like, yeah, I like a nice item. I like finding a grill. I like finding a good item. I like the thrill of the hunt. But at the same time, if I was only going for choice items like meaty morsels, like I would be so broke and I'd have to have a job, like a real job. You know what I mean? And that's just not me, man. I'm
One hundred
not trying to do
percent.
that.
Yep. Yep.
Now, I do find those items because we're all in the same place looking through the same stuff. I find those items. But if I find one of those items, I'm not done. I'm going to keep on digging and I'm going to take this Tommy Hilfiger sweater. I'm going to take this polo sweatshirt. I'm going to take these American Eagle jeans and I'm going to just keep on rocking. You know what I mean? I'm going to grab it all.
Yep. Why
Just
not?
like Ray, he's going to grab that empty CD and video game book that everyone walks right by, or like empty video game cases. That those are like bread and butter items, and
Hell
people just
yeah.
throw those back.
Happens all the time.
Yeah, man.
All the time.
Got to keep adding brands to the Rolodex. You'll find more items at the bins. Absolutely.
That's half the battle.
Yep. Let's see. Okay, they were talking back and forth. Um, you guys are making me blush.
That's what
Well,
we do best.
yeah, because Kristen, Kristen will see her reflection in the mirror and blush because she's smiling at herself. Just
Oh
got
man.
done listing 46 shoes last week from a Facebook flip. That's what's up.
Hey, there you go.
Uh,
Love to
how
hear
much
that.
would you typically take off when sending offers? I do a 25% off offer. Uh, I was for a while, for a really long time. Like the later in the day it would get, because like I have a goal of $500 a day, and if it was like, so say right now it's 750 right here in the Midwest, and if I had only had $200 worth of sales, I'd get all super desperate and I'd start sending like 35% off offers. That would be the max I would go, but here lately, the past 3 or 4 weeks, I've stopped sending anything over 25%. I just let it do what it's gonna do, man. If it's meant for me to hit the mark, I will hit the mark. But I'm not gonna continue giving away all my profits, especially because I'm running super aggressive sales, which reminds me, my sales end tonight. I gotta as soon as we get off here, I gotta restart them joints.
Yeah,
But
so I was gonna say for somebody coming for like that does not do sales, I would typically only send offers of 5% if it's an item that just was recently listed. But I know if it's something that's been sitting for a long time, I'll send anywhere from 10 to 15, maybe
uh,
20%, just depending. So yeah, I mean,
and
how long has it been sitting there? That's a good
Well, there's
approach,
a
you know.
method to my madness too, though. Since I offer a 25% off coupon on my store,
Right.
I'm going to
Right.
send a 25% offer, because if I could get this item for 25% off, or you send me a 5% offer, I will literally feel disrespected. Like, what is your problem?
Right.
You
Right.
offer 25%, but you're going to send me 5%? Like,
Right.
no
Right.
way. That's like crazy. So, like,
Yeah.
I don't, that's just why I do 25%.
Right.
But, you know, if I didn't offer a coupon, like it used to be 22% off.
Right.
And I
Right.
used to do a 10% off coupon, but everybody's promoting at 10%. Like 10% doesn't move the needle. Like nobody's going to, I will buy nothing for a 10% off coupon. But if you throw a 20% off coupon on there, I'm buying stuff I don't need. Like
Sure.
legit.
Sure.
If I
Yeah.
see a sell on supplements, I'm like, oh, I need pre-workout, and I got
Yeah.
2 containers on top of my fridge. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Or I'm buying 2 bottles of protein. If I go to the store and like buy one, get one 20% off, I'm like, let's do it. And walking
Yep.
out with 6 bottles, and you know what I mean?
Yep. Yep.
I buy stuff I don't need when you give me a great deal.
Yep. For sure.
Do you have to be at the bins right when they open? You don't have to be, but at our bins, you'll run out of carts. Which the amount of stuff that I buy, it makes no sense to try and drag 300 items around in a IKEA bag.
Oh, you're just not doing it, dude. That
Yeah,
would
it's
be
not happening.
miserable.
So it's best to show up early to get a cart, because we only have a certain amount of carts, and there's hundreds of people that show up to the bins.
And it's just a good idea to get there early. Be the
Yeah,
first.
because
Be the first
especially if
one.
you go to like our bins, where they only bring what's there out, you got
Yeah.
3 hours to go through everything. The good
Two
stuff is going to
rotations.
start disappearing fast.
Really
So,
fast.
if you live in a location where they cycle out the rows, like Flip the World, he lives in Houston. They cycle out the rows there all the time, and he goes just whenever he shows up. You know what I mean? And he still finds top notch quality items all
Yeah.
throughout the day. You know what I mean? But he's also got a Stacy, and Stacy's got a magnet nose for the best stuff in there. I don't know how she does it. I send offers with 10% discount. See, that's the average. So I send 25%. Hopefully it gets the needle moving. I typically do 25% to entice people make the purchase. See, we're thinking alike there, my friend. I have been a few times to the Denver bins, but started going again to the Colorado Springs bins. See, man, I wish we lived in a location that had like 5, 6 bins.
Right.
I mean, I'm thankful there's 2 of them, in St. Louis. So
No, for
even though I
sure.
don't go to the other one,
Right. Neither do I. But it's there. You know, it's a
yeah,
good.
the
It's good to
options
switch around.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sending offers on the computer. I use the bulk offer tool and send a flat 10. If I'm on my phone and can't use the bulk option, I send random offers. Come on, Kristen. you've been doing this long enough to know that you can use the browser function. Just go to ebay.com on Google on your phone. I stay logged into that thing. Like, look, I'll pull it up right now. Legit logged in on the phone. Bam, Seller Hub. Like, I never close that out. So I can send offers and like launch listings and stuff from my phone when I'm on the fly.
I never send a flat rate. Like I've done it a couple times and it's fine, but like I'd still rather like send offers on items that I know have been sitting longer.
Yeah, but you don't have 5,500 items either.
Well, that's true. Yes.
Everything must go.
Yes. No, that is true.
I'd sell every single one of my items today for $4 profit. Take them all.
Right.
And I'm going right back tomorrow to start all over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, for sure.
I literally just got the same tone for an offer. Thought it was a message. See, it's like you know, like I'm telling you, man, it does something to me. Like I was watching Hustling the Hooks video, and Dane that noise came, and he's like, "Oh, someone just bought something," and I was like, "Your notification for a good sound to me means nightmare." You know, it's like, oh, like I heard that, and I think, wow, I literally like shake my head, like, what now? You know,
bro, you know what the trick is? Silent mode. That's the trick.
There's other notifications that I need to be aware of. You know what I'm saying? So like eBay is one of them. Like, of course I get the joy of the cha-ching, but it's gotten to the point to where like, yeah, I like to hear it, but it doesn't matter if I hear it. But if I miss other notifications, then I can be missing out on stuff.
I mean, that's fair, but I just check my eBay app, every hour or two.
Well, usually my phone's in my hand because I'm taking photos, or I'm sitting at the computer on eBay listing. So,
yeah.
Or if I'm watching TV, I'm refreshing my screen.
For
I think
sure.
I got a freaking eyelash in my eyeball, man. So the last couple of minutes of this is gonna be me messing with my eye. Let's see here. Yes, all of a sudden I'm cha-chinging on sales, and anytime someone pays it, just start doing that. That's weird, man. See, they're changing things all around right now with eBay, man. The offers that buyers send you changed, so it's not just me. Okay,
they honestly shouldn't let you customize it. Like, it's so silly that it's not customizable, in my opinion.
One time my app stopped cha-chinging, and it only was making that noise on sales, on offers, on messages, and everything. And I went in my phone settings and changed the notification for everything to the cha-ching sound, but then text messages were cha-chings, emails were cha-chings, and I was like, this is just getting my hopes up too much. I'm gonna just delete the app and re-download it, and then I did that, and everything went back to normal.
Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, because I mean, like you're saying though, like it there is like a sense of PTSD related, to the noise that you either get a message or, like a return has been opened. Return
request.
And it's just like, dude, like
especially if it's an iNad, you're like,
I don't need that in my life, bro. I'd rather check the app every so often rather than get the notification. That's just me though.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Let's see. Let me get caught up. We got quite a few messages to get caught up on.
We are pretty behind tonight.
Everybody's kind of just talking to each other though, so it's not too much to catch up on.
Yeah, you guys
Somebody forgot to hit the like.
You guys just make this a chat room, okay? We'll just talk.
All good with that.
Yeah.
Ben says there are young men at the bins who can smell a single stitch shirt at 100 yards. Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or they can, like, if you hold it up across the bins, immediately they're right next to you. Like, how'd you get over here so fast?
Right.
What's the word for it? Telepathic, or
they're just teleporting. Yeah, they're just teleporting.
That's it. Yes, the thrill. Last weekend at the bins, I walked out with 80 pounds, and the vintage resellers had 3 items or in his cart after 3 hours. Yeah, man, that's not what I'm about. I can't pay my bills in 3 shirts a day. It's not gonna happen. And then you got to think, if you're only listing 3 items a day, you're probably only going to be selling one item a day.
Well, if
they're like grails, you're not going to sell one a day.
Yeah, those kids are mostly selling to brick and mortar that are local. Probably, they're trying to get that cash on
especially
hand.
Up there in St. Louis. Down here, there's only Plato's Closet and then one other like vintage store.
Sure.
It's not like really that big of a thing down here. Of course,
Sure.
it's the trend because that's just what all the young people are into right now. But as far as it being like a culture down here, we're way behind St. Louis down here,
Oh, of
even though it's
course.
2 hours away.
Right. Right.
What did you guys find at the Benz today? If you went, I did not go, but Ray has a video from today. If you want to
Yeah.
watch it,
Yeah. There is a video out. Came out a couple hours ago. If you'd like to check it out.
have you ever considered mixing in some racks trips to raise your ASP? I'm not worried about that. Uh, I'll just sell more items. But yeah, I used to do that. I used to do that, and not only did it raise my ASP, it extremely lowered my cash flow. So I wasn't able to get many items. I wasn't able to have a higher listing goal, and then it didn't allow me to make more sales. So really, it wasn't a win for me. Dang it, man! This is inconvenient since I can only see out of one eye. I got something in my good eye. Y'all heard the squirrel hit the thumb. Any takers on the Snoop Dogg shirt? Nah, not yet. That's the first thing you guys will hear me saying. I'll probably like post a
Oh
video
yeah,
on it or something.
for
Like
sure.
if
I'm
I ain't
waiting.
talking about it, it ain't sold. I got like 9, 10 watches on that thing. No action yet.
It'll
Yeah, there
come.
is a market for everything. Roots Canada clothing. Yeah, it's pretty good. 14 pieces at the bench yesterday. Do you know the brand? Love y'all. Yeah, I actually have sold it myself. Tiffany, um, Gibby's Girls told me that it was a pretty good brand. And yeah, I find it from time to time sells for a decent ASP. Let's see. Our price at market run 10% off sale continuously and spam 20% offers to watchers to hit $650 a day in sales. That's a very, very good method.
I agree.
How often? Well, I mean, I guess you're doing that every day. You're hitting the 650 every day with that method. Do you wash all clothing before listing? Absolutely. Have you seen that stuff? Yeah, man.
Have you smelled that stuff? No.
Right. I mean, sometimes I get stuff that just like smells like patchouli, and I was like, man, this is not gonna wash out even on the first trip.
Right.
Keenan, what's going on? I tried to sign in your Discord, but it stated invite invalid. Go to the link right now. Stop what you're doing. Go to the description of this video. Press the more button, and then go
Yeah.
to that first line in the description and just click that link.
Yeah, the link should not be dead. It should be good, but if it's not for whatever
Drop it in the
reason,
chat.
I did.
Just Keenan, go to the chat and hit the link in the chat, and it'll take you there.
Yeah, that link should never die.
Yeah. I've only heard the cha-ching sound only a few times since starting in 2017. My phone is rarely not on silent. See, my phone used to always stay on silent, like always. And my mom's like, "What if I was over here dying and I'm trying to call you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's just the way the world is. Nobody has their phone not on silent, mom." And then
I mean,
I was,
I it vibrates. I can hear it vibrating most of the time,
yeah,
so or feel it vibrating, so
right.
you
What's
know.
up, Laura? Trying to get caught up so we can get off here. Money song. What's up, Casey? How you doing, bro? I get Bloom notifications for messages or offers, but cha-ching on is on for sales or organic offers.
I
Okay.
don't know what Bloom Bloom is.
I think that's the Law and Order notification. Boom, boom.
Okay, okay.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. That's what it sounds like. I have a smartwatch, so I get a little tap on my wrist instead of hearing notifications. I'll admit, I kind of miss the cha-ching. I could see that.
I like the little tap on the wrist. Yeah, I get down with that.
Is it possible to remove INADs that should really be didn't like or didn't fit? Yes, there is. So if you get an INAD, a false INAD, when you get the return, as soon as the item gets back, instead of refunding the original shipping with the purchase or with the purchase price, what you do is you withhold the original shipping. You leave a note in the comment section. This is a false INAD and is really a buyer's remorse return for such and such reason, and only refund their purchase price. eBay is going to automatically open the case. You don't have to choose the report buyer option. This reports the buyer. And if it's a legit false INAD, they will side in your favor. It's just going to take a few days. I feel like I can smell cashmere in the bin. Nice. I
I
definitely
mean,
can feel the texture.
yeah, I can see that.
There's my brother listening in while at work. Thanks, brother.
Appreciate you.
Uh, Ben, buyers know if they state INAD, they can get return shipping paid by the seller. That's why it's best to just offer free shipping, because you're going to get people filing false INADs just to get all their money back when, you know, it's just, sometimes you just got those people out there that are going to do what they're going to do regardless. But at the end of the day, that's just one of the reasons why I do it. Let's see. He says, true, but I always tell them just ask for the return shipping and I'll pay it. INADs add up. They do add up, but if you've already gotten the INAD opened, then what's messaging them gonna be any help
Right.
for? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. The deed is done.
Yeah. All these poor kids that come to the bench just get in the way of all the regulars and end up walking away with 1 to 2 pieces. Yeah, but they're happy about that.
Yeah. I mean, let them do their thing as if they're gonna do their
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
Like,
100% always wash. There's the Discord link. What's up, Ed? How you doing?
well, yeah. What's up, Ed? Thanks for popping
Hang
in here.
hang items out and let the breeze get. Yeah, I don't. That's not gonna remove any stains or dog hair or whatever that's on them though. So
Could
you
you
can like
imagine?
hang them out and let them smell good, but they're still gonna be dirty.
Could you imagine having enough room for 300 items hanging in your
Not at
backyard or
all, man.
something?
I don't even have a backyard.
Right, right.
Yeah.
You hang it from apartment building to apartment building,
Yeah.
like they do in New York.
Yep. Speaking of washing, in 80 pounds, I took straight to the laundromat to wash it all quick. All I kept thinking was, I wish I had Marcus's mom. LOL. I'm
Bro,
telling you, man,
that's facts.
comes through in the clutch, man.
Marcus's mom is the hack, bro.
I pay $30 a week for laundry, dude. Like, it's such a steal.
That's a
But I
hack.
also pay her. I pay her water bill too, so I'm paying $50 water bill and then 50 or $30 a week. So comes up
Word.
to a couple $100 at the end of the month. But imagine if I was going to the laundromat every week paying like 60 to 80 bucks on laundry. You know what I mean? Like
For
that's
sure.
and that's just minimum. You know what I mean? Sometimes I get heavier items that need to hit the cycle once or twice. More than normal or whatever. I've tried it, man. When I was doing 15 a day, I was going to the laundromat to wash the clothes, and it cost me $60 to do a haul for 15 a day. So I don't know what that
What?
breaks down to. So that's
What?
yeah. And then I tried paying my mom, and then I tried going back to paying at the washing or at the laundromat. I was like, this makes no sense. I didn't even get halfway through all my items before I was over what I would charge or what my mom charged me to do it.
For sure.
Kat says, OMG, I literally tossed a Lululemon jacket yesterday because the smell, not vinegar nor baking soda, nothing would get it out. It was a return waiting to happen. You know,
Yep.
I,
I
I can
just
see that.
Yep, that's just worth not even dealing with,
Yeah,
you know.
if you know what I mean? But uh,
Although
sometimes,
I was gonna say I've sold shoes that have smelled like smoke that I got from that storage
yeah.
locker. I mean, I tried my best to get the smell all the way out, but like just very
Mhm.
faintly. But I made sure to put that in the listing, and they still
Yeah.
sold.
As long as
So,
you list it with whatever's wrong with it and let the buyer that's buying it know, they'll
yep,
let them deal with it. They
yep,
know it's in
for
there.
sure.
I mean,
Yeah,
unless they just didn't read the listing.
right. Which
Uh,
we know that happens.
Ed says, I actually don't get many INADs. I do get returns, of course, but 90% of the time they're not there for not fit, and I never return the original shipping. I always repeat or report and block and move on. You report them for just a simple return, or you report them for false INADs?
I think he's saying for the INADs. I would hope so,
Okay.
anyway.
Yeah. I don't block a person for returning something from me because if it doesn't fit, then it doesn't fit. They can still buy from my store and buy something that does fit. But if
Sure.
they're playing around giving me false INADs, I don't know. I haven't blocked anybody in a long time. But if they're like problematic with the INAD, then yeah, I'm like, I don't ever want to deal with you again. And I'll block them. But I've only got like 8 people on my block list.
For sure.
Uh, let's see. I found a cool 80s find at the bins this week. It was a mask fitted sheet. Nice. I saw what did I see? Ghostbusters from the 80s.
Hey,
Ghostbusters sleeping bag the other day at the bins at the bins.
you didn't
Ed said he
snag it?
sold. Nah, I
Ah,
I sell clothing, man, not sleeping bags.
I'd have bought that thing off you for
Man.
sure.
Uh Ed says there's a lot of stuff I pass on now, like that I would have picked up before. Like it doesn't matter how much it's going for. Like if if it's a sleeping bag that I don't have, like, I mean, I guess I could figure out a way to take photos of it, but then I got to store it and then I got to wait for it to sell. And it's just like, I'd rather just not.
That's fair. I
Sold a
get it.
pair of shoes and took the risk that smelled like dog poop. I mentioned it, and the buyer said, that's okay. You can still send it. I had a pair of Jordans where one of the shoes smelled like cat pee, and I passed on that. I bought them and then I redonated them because I like washed it and then sprayed it down with Febreze and then like sat it outside for days and then it just didn't smell any better. And I was like, you know what? I'm not just taking back. Took them
Yeah,
back to the thrift that
yeah.
I bought them. He was
Uh,
talking about false ads. All right, so if you guys got any more questions, any comments, go ahead and drop them real quick before we get off here. I'm gonna read these last couple of comments. The best thing I found for smelly clothing is laundry detergent that's specifically made for hunting clothes. If I can get dough and heat, urine smell out of clothes, it can handle anything. That makes sense
that's
because
a good suggestion.
that's
Yeah.
Coco Chanel perfume is the hardest for me to get out. Don't get many items, but know the scent. I air it out. Yeah, how long do you got to air it out for though? It sounds like at least a week minimum.
Right. Hope it doesn't rain all that time too.
How many pieces did you need to get consistent daily sales? I was making consistent daily sales like the first month that I was selling on eBay, so I didn't have to have a lot. I think I started making daily sales when I had 100 items listed,
That
somewhere
sounds about
around
right.
there.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Someone told me to put smelly clothes in the freezer for a day or two, and that will help remove the stench. Yeah, that does work with a lot of smells, but some smells are tough. You got to do a little bit extra. Vodka removes some smells. Um, what else does?
There's also a product called Ozone, I believe
Yeah,
it's
the
called.
ozone.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
Ozone.
can get an ozone machine too, and
Ozone
it takes away a
machine.
lot
That's
of
what it
odors.
is. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yep.
Uh, did you hit 100 sales daily? Yeah, no, that wasn't 100 sales daily. That was over the weekend, and it was 99. Right now, I'm at 30 sales a day. My goal is to get to 50 sales a day by the end of the year. 100 sales a day, man, that's extreme. I'm not even listing 100 items a day yet, so I'd never be able to make 100 sales a day.
Right.
You can't make 100 sales a day until you're listing over 100 a day. I had 4 pieces of LL Bean clothing that had a musty smell, washed them, and they still smelled. Had to pitch them. Yes, after a few weeks listing about 10 a day, you should get you a few sales per day without any 0 days. Yeah. And on the LL Bean, like I had, it wasn't LL Bean, but I had an item that I sold and somebody was like, hey, this smells horrible. And I was like, that's strange because I thought it smelled pretty good. Laundry detergent, does its thing. And they're like, I'm going to have to return this. And I'm just like, all right, no problem, send it back. And then they messaged me back a couple hours later. It was like, I washed it twice and it smells good now. Thank you for the item. I'm like, all right, cool.
Okay.
Glad that worked out.
Yeah. Oh
Thanks for the
man.
info. If it ever happens again, I'll look for that. I have a vintage He-Man figure case that has a musty smell to it. Cleaned it and it still smells. Any suggestions?
Ooh.
Man, vintage plastic is porous.
It's yeah, dude.
That's going to be an issue. What do you
Yeah.
suggest for that?
I don't know. I mean, I redonate it. Like that's, yeah, if I ever come across something like that, it's just such an uphill battle.
Yeah,
Um I maybe an ozone machine, you know.
yeah.
That
Things
would
like
be it.
that, man. I'm just going to list it the way it is.
Yeah, or that.
I'm gonna clean it up as best as I can. And like I don't put a whole lot of effort into things like that because I know it's going to be a task, number one, and then it's probably going to be futile in the end after all the effort. So I just list it
Exactly.
the way it is usually. That's just me though.
Yeah.
Marcus, will you ever drop an in-depth video on sales, coupons, and promotions? Uh, I can. The thing is it's gonna help people, but it's going to get boring extremely fast. So I can like skim over it. I don't know about super like long in depth, but I could, I don't know if you're a member of our Discord, but if you could join the Discord, put the bullet points that you want me to go over in there, and I'll make the video tomorrow.
That's a good idea. Yeah. That way you can edit it
Vinegar.
down.
Yeah. Vinegar might work for that.
Yeah.
Put it in a Ziploc bag with baking soda and let it sit for a week. Okay. There you
Yeah,
go.
baking soda. Yeah, that could work.
All right,
Yeah.
guys, we're gonna get off here. We're 15 minutes past. Um, join the Discord if you guys do have any questions that I didn't get to or that Ray didn't get to. We will answer whatever you guys ask in there.
Yeah.
If not, leave them in the comment section of this video, and we can do our best to get to it here as well. Probably Ray not so much because this video is not on his channel today, but um,
That's why the
if there's
Discord
some,
is
that's
there.
why we have the Discord. Yeah. So and
Yeah.
it's free to join. It's not like a
Yeah.
paid thing or
Nothing's
anything.
pay gated. No,
Yeah.
we just want to
So
create a community where we can all sort of help each other and show off
yep.
hauls and talk about whatever. And yeah, so it's a
It's
good time.
just like this, but in text form.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Pretty
yeah.
much.
Well, I guess since your video came out today, you don't got nothing going on tomorrow.
Yeah, nothing. But Sunday we'll have the Sunday school. So like, if anybody that is listening, there, if you're an absolute beginner to reselling, we're doing a series where it's like 0 to your first sale on eBay, sort of series, and we're dropping 2 videos this Sunday instead of 1. So
Okay, nice. And there will be no podcast this coming Thursday because I am going into prison to minister and give my testimony and talk about what God's doing in my life. So hopefully, I help some guys that are like, you know, down and out
yeah,
and they're at where I have been. So I'm just trying to lead some guys to the light, man. So I will be out of town near Springfield, Missouri all day Thursday.
cool.
So unfortunately there's no podcast, but it's for a good
Maybe
cause.
there'll be Zesty and I. Who knows?
Hey, there you go.
We'll see what happens. We'll keep you
Yeah,
guys updated though on all of our socials and of course
yeah,
in the Discord.
yeah. And I got a video coming out tomorrow, 3 p.m. Central Time. So just be ready for that. It's just a what sold. But I will get the video made for the promotions for you guys, and that'll come out on Monday. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this one, guys. Catch you guys on the next one. But until then,